Before we get started, we are all going to spoil every movie we talk about. So if you're listening, just know that. And I don't mean just the plot. We're also going to spoil your nostalgia good feelings for it. Welcome to Dude, You Haven't Seen That? Our movie discussion podcast. I'm Brian Manning. Joining me are
Bobby Robinson,
Alan Manning.
Oh, it's me, Chad.
Tony.
Delirious?
Tony, are you there?
Tony.
Your mic's
I'm
not working.
delirious. I'm delirious. Okay, let's start the podcast.
Tony.
This movie was gay. All right, let's start.
This week, we discover that the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, but we're not sure which one yet because we're going to be discussing VelociPastor. Oh, I haven't seen VelociPastor.
I don't even know what a VelociPastor is.
I've never seen this movie.
Dude, we haven't seen VelociPastor? Let's grab our Bibles and sharpen our claws, because this is probably going to be a wild ride.
Amen.
VCR noises. And we're back. I don't think Tony's back. I think he's done with us. He's trying.
Is it going?
Yes. Tony is here. He's just turning into a raptor.
Tony, you're back from China.
The plug was unplugged a little bit.
Get your mouth off the mic.
No, it's not next to the mic.
Yeah,
Get your mouth off the mic.
It's not on the mic. It's not on the mic. God damn it.
So I don't know if you guys realized that this movie was destined to happen, because last week I picked this as like a chess move, expecting this to get vetoed, and it kind of slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, didn't slip through the cracks. We let it happen.
We got tired. Veto fest. Everybody just got too tired.
Listen, it was the veto apocalypse of 2020.
Oh, it's funny you say that, because according to the book of Revelation, the 7 trumpets are sounded by the 7 angels after breaking the 7th seal, cueing the apocalypse. How many veto horns did we hear last week? 7 veto trumpets.
Oh my God.
This movie was destined to happen.
VelociPastor.
The only reason I know that reference is because of Red State.
Honestly, when that happened, it was the first thing that happened in my mind. I was like, oh, I got to look that up to see if that's, because I don't know Bible stuff. I had to look it up.
Let's rewatch Red State, guys.
No. All we need to learn from the Bible, we just saw in VelociPastor.
Guys, I have a VHS copy of Red State right here. Let's watch this instead of the thing we just watched.
We unwatch a movie. You're talking about a movie that's rated X by an all-Christian panel?
Boy, oh boy.
Is that VelociPastor? That's VelociPastor. That was like the first intro.
With their blatant lies. We showed a bunch of Christians this movie, and they said X.
Okay, first things first. This movie was 71 minutes, but it felt like 171 minutes of glory.
Well, to whom? To God?
Yeah. I didn't even finish it.
What?
Oh, he didn't finish his homework, and he's going to come in here trying to talk?
No, I couldn't go through it.
How far did you make it?
I made to like 70 minutes, and then I was like done.
70 of 71 minutes.
That's a good time to quit.
Yeah, you actually did a smarter thing than the rest of us. We made it 71 minutes in. Bro, I watched all the credits, hoping there was an after-credit scene.
Really? Hoping?
They didn't even have a budget for a full before-the-credits scenes. What makes you think they had any money left? All right, so the movie opens with Doug Jones, the main character, with his parents getting killed as their car explodes. And right out of the gate, they let you know what their budget is, when instead of the explosion, it's a text card that says VFX car on fire. That was right. Like, they're not even trying to fool you. Just right out of the opening scene.
I get it.
This is exactly not the kind of movie I was hoping we would have to talk about in this podcast.
Hey, this was brought up before, and you guys like auto vetoed it, before we even had vetoes, and then you had your chance. Now we're in the apocalypse.
I know. That's why I blame Chad because he had all these vetoes lined up.
Look, let's just get this one over with.
All right. So after that, he has to find himself. So Doug goes on a retreat to China.
He has to go to where God will not follow, China.
And
Indiana, China. It's a park across the street from the church.
They have 3 locations in this whole film.
But sorry, my cat's in front of the mic now.
I thought you farted.
It sounded like that.
I thought that was
She's licking the mic right now.
It's like a hard squeak.
Like that?
You're just farting again. You're farting over and over, blaming it on the cat.
I'd rather listen to a cat sounds for the next hour.
So in China, there's that woman running, and she's got that rice farmer hat, and I was like, oh no.
She has a karate outfit and a rice paddy hat.
Yeah, my first thought was, oh no.
Then you see arms off camera shooting her, and I'm like, that looked like a ninja. And then I'm like, oh no, it's an actual ninja. And I use actual very loosely. The way they called this a movie, very loosely.
Yeah, so she's got the arrow stuck in her, rolling down the hill, and the first thing Doug says is, "Are you hurt?"
Yeah, I love all the comedy beats in this movie. They really tried to hit it over the head.
I don't.
Let me tell you, this movie knew it was a low-budget horror comedy, and it leaned so hard into it, I had to tilt my head to watch it.
Yeah, you have to lean back to counteract if the tilts.
It's like every joke in there was like, just like, you're really trying too hard.
Yeah, honestly, the only laughs that this movie got are the ones it forced into the movie.
So in China, Doug gets that velociraptor claw and cuts his hand.
The most rubber-looking claw that he cuts his hand on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, I forgot to mention when they play the credits when he's on the way to China. Did you guys catch the end of the guitar riff?
No.
No, I didn't.
It ends with the Jurassic Park theme. That guy just slid it in there all smooth. I'm like, nice, nice.
Oh wow!
They put some effort into this movie. See,
that was their budget.
They spent the entire budget securing their rights to the Jurassic Park theme.
The first 7 notes.
Anyways, I don't know how he wakes up back in.
Yeah, he's home, and you think it was all a dream.
Stewart actually says, "What did that Chinese say?" I hate the writing in this. I hate the jokes in this.
There's nothing like good about this film at all. I mean, there was no plot.
Well, now hold on. Let's not rush to that. I just got telling you the dude slipped in the Jurassic Park theme.
Yeah, there's like one happy moment.
There's one thing good about this movie.
And then he comes back and he's hungry.
The very next scene, Carol is introduced and walks up to her pimp, Frankie Mermaid.
Why do they call him Frankie Mermaid?
Because he's swimming in bitches.
Thank you, Chad. He's swimming in bitches. Thank you.
I hate that I laughed in this.
That was like the one beat that was like, oh, okay.
I have to go to confession for laughing at this movie.
They only introduced Carol because she has to get mugged in order for Doug to turn into a...
Here's another gold line. Your money or your life. It's like an 8-year-old kid from the 60s wrote this script.
And that's when Doug, the velociraptor, saves the day.
The VelociPastor saves
the day.
And this is where my first watching of this movie ended.
The moment you saw the first raptor head, you're like, no, I'm done.
At that point, when fake dinosaur came up, I was like, I'm not even high enough to appreciate this.
Yeah, it's very misleading because the cover art for this film, if you see it on like Amazon or something, it's like a really cool looking velociraptor like from Jurassic Park. But then you go into the movie and it's not even a velociraptor head. Yeah, I don't even know what that was.
That was all their budget was put into this cover.
It's like the old NES box art for like Contra.
Oh, that's the perfect comparison. This is like an NES game. The cover art
Yeah.
comes out amazing looking, and you're like, I can't wait to play this. And you open up the packaging, and your character's a block, and you're just running around other blocks.
Or on contrary, like, look, I was expecting Sylvester Stallone as Rambo as one of the characters.
Stupid callback.
6 pixels running around.
You laughed, Alan. You laughed.
Yeah, at least I didn't direct laugh at this movie again.
Like when Carol explains that she's in pre-med law school.
A pre-med law school hooker. Oh, and then he goes to the place where he eats the mugger, and he's like, oh my God, what have I done? And then she admits she's a hooker, and then he's stunned by that. Like, never mind that I turned into a dinosaur.
Because he still doesn't believe it, because according to him, dinosaurs never existed.
Yeah, he's Catholic.
So it's like, it's not that he ate anyone as a dinosaur, it's that he hung out with a hooker that he has to go, I gotta go confess.
Also, we missed the point where they put him in a dress for, because that's all she had to wear for him in comedy. I don't want us to brush past the comedy.
I'd rather brush past a lot of this movie, if you guys don't mind.
I gotta do confessions. I gotta run. I gotta do confessions. And he's like, you're late for confessions.
Where he accepts the confession of one Frankie Mermaid, who reveals that he is the one that killed Doug's parents.
I thought he was there to kill Doug.
I thought so too.
He's there to kill Doug because Doug's been hanging out with Carol.
I wasn't expecting that.
You guys are creating way more story.
Yes, I wasn't expecting that awesome plot twist.
Where he just gives all of the plot away.
With ham-fisted exposition.
I mean, I can't imagine there was a plot that was written for this.
It had a script. It had a story because Frankie Mermaid gives us the entire story in the confessional. That he, his hand turns into a raptor claw and he uses it to threaten Frankie Mermaid with.
Yes, but that line was awesome. Like, you might as well kill me now. Okay. And he just rips his throat out. That delivered like the U.S. Postal Service.
Late.
Then he tells Carol that he killed the pimp, and she's grateful. But she's like, you can use your powers for good.
Yeah.
Then they create the code, which is fitting because he looks like Dollar Store Dexter.
No, but that part when they're convincing him, she's like, I don't know much about God. And then Doug's like, I don't know much about dinosaurs.
That was awesome. That was a good line, actually. I like that one. And then they begin the training montage.
Yes.
The little training montage, which was awesome.
It was training and killing montage because he was also attacking people during that montage.
I didn't hate that part. That part was fun.
That was the okayest part of the movie. I just can't get over how they're purposely making a bad movie and just cramming dumb jokes, and they think their jokes are funny.
That's the problem.
They were funny.
I mean, the script was probably written in 2 days at most.
I think you're padding that by a day.
I think so too. I think it was written on set.
On a napkin.
Yeah.
They're like, what can we do with this T-Rex costume?
We got all these leftover ninja costumes and one T-Rex outfit. Hey, what are you doing with those porno priest costumes? Bring those in here.
I like when Father Stewart is confronting Doug and he's reading that book on crime and that other book on dinosaurs, and he tries to hide it behind the small Bible.
Yeah, the Bible. That was funny. That was another funny moment. Father Stewart tries to get him
exercised.
Yeah, he tries to exercise him. Altair's help. This is like a weird sidetrack.
Yes, I loved it. It's like I haven't seen Altair since the war. To the wildest, the dumbest flashback.
This flashback, it was so terrible. He's fighting in Vietnam next to Altair. Not Altair, but somebody else.
It was his buddy Ali with that funny smile. Telling me I was always smiling and then smile like this, and he just does that same dumb smile.
And he gets shot, and then his wife shows up in Vietnam. His wife shows up in Vietnam, and then she gets blown up.
We all saw the landmine scene coming, right? Everyone knew that was happening.
I saw it.
And then it's like, what was she doing here? It looks like she was trying to start a family. stupid. I hate this movie.
Yeah, during the seance, they trigger the VelociPastor who attacks Father Stewart and then escapes. And then he's ambushed in the park by ninjas.
By Templar ninjas.
They were like the lamest ninjas, too.
Wasn't he Australian?
I mean, I think the lamest ninjas belong in a movie with the lamest dinosaur. And you could quote me on that.
Wait, are you sure, Alan? That's a bold claim.
You might as well like mix the dinosaur with like fucking what's that one? The purple dinosaur.
Barney?
You're doing a Barney burn?
That's exactly what I thought when I first saw him in the park eating the mugger. Actually having sex with the mugger, because that was awkward looking footage.
I half expected that air fillable T-Rex costume that everyone wears.
Oh my God, I was hoping that's what it was, but it wasn't. That would have been better. That would have been 10 times better than the one they had.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So then they revealed the Templar ninjas' plan was to get everyone hooked on.
But no, you're passing the Doug and Carol awesome love scene with the great music video.
No, before that is what Father Stewart gets told about the plan.
Who survived with an eye patch because he just got his eye.
Oh, was that before? I thought that was after.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. My bad.
Does it matter? Let's get this plot out of the way. I mean, Frankie Mermaid already dropped the giant plot point.
Reveal the plot.
The plan was to get everyone hooked on Wei Chan's cocaine.
Spider's kiss.
And then once everyone's hooked, he just pulls all his cocaine and profits from the market. And everyone's left having to find help groups to get off of cocaine. But obviously, they're sponsored by the church. So everyone's going to church.
Yeah.
But that was like one of my favorite lines. What does drug smuggling have to do with Christianity? And Wei Chan's like, everything.
That was actually, yeah, see, Tony, story.
I couldn't even stand through it. Like I tried to watch the whole movie. And you
watched 70 of 71 minutes. We're proud of you.
You know what? Really, he watched 13 minutes of it. That just felt like 70 minutes.
Yeah. The entire time I was like, God damn it, Brian.
You just started saying it for things that didn't even apply to the movie. He's just opening
like when he stubbed his toe.
God damn it, Brian. He opens up his fridge and there's like all the pickles are gone. God damn it, Brian. He goes to get his car keys, but he left his keys in the house. God damn it, Brian. He goes to pee, but he gets a little bit on his hand. God damn it, Brian.
Which is, you guys are saying that already after UHF, so I finally got Tony to join in.
I was like, I didn't hate you for this movie. I just didn't care for the movie enough.
I was laughing like for real, like actual laughing. Like that scene when the Australian white ninja is laughing with Wei Chan and they do that terrible maniacal laugh and they drag it on like it's the Spatula City commercial. I didn't laugh at it, but I was thinking of Bobby that they dragged out the laughing so long.
Brian was badly directed. He's like the most like
I'm not sure where you're going with this joke.
He's like Drago.
Okay.
We're confused at your joke.
What the fuck is happening? I imagine right now Tony's just standing there looking at us and above his face is VFX funny joke. We gotta talk about this lovemaking scene because that song awesome.
Slaps.
That was fucking the soundtrack on this movie. I will give it credit. That was the best run of punk rock songs I've ever heard.
Featuring the band The Holy Mess.
Yeah, it went into a cool music video. It had like a montage of different.
It was things. A montage, and then it was like a recap as well.
It's like behind the montage, they played the movie and fast forward.
Yeah, like clips of it
because they knew you weren't going to make it that far. Like, oh, you had to take it in chunks, so you probably came back a month later. So, like previously on VelociPastor.
Wow, this credit makes me sad. I just read a credit that said dinosaur suit performer Zachary Steer, but that's not Doug Jones. I half imagined actor Greg Cohen was in the dinosaur suit when he was.
He couldn't even do the dinosaur. Was it like a stunt?
Yeah, he got a stunt double to do the dinosaur suit. I was hoping it was him. I thought it was like C-3PO. You know, he's the voice.
Daniels, like he's doing it all.
Yeah. Oh man, that bums me out because that was actually kind of funny for me because I was picturing the actor inside the suit the entire time.
Maybe Doug is like Tom Cruise, where the only time he wants to play the VelociPastor is when you can see his face.
He's like, have you seen these sweet muscles? These sweet muscles don't go in dinosaur suits.
He has sweet muscles, though.
Yeah, these sweet muscles, they go in priest costume, so I look like a pedophile. Oh, sad. Oh.
But then he shows up to confront Wei Chan and the rest of the ninjas when they hit you with the second plot twist that the white Australian ninja is Sam, Doug's brother.
And then they show all the crap when they show those like previously clips of
the flashbacks of this
family.
family.
My only son,
the Jones family, all laughing, and he's still like just standing there.
He's like in the doorway, just staring at him.
That was actually a pretty nice clip.
All right. That part wasn't bad.
I like reverse clips where they show you all the clips, but then there's something different about them.
Yeah. There's like from a slightly different angle. You're like, oh my God, Sam was there the whole time.
I was like, when that dude shows up and then he reveals himself, like, you don't know who I am. I was like, oh no, this is his brother, isn't it? It's gonna be like his brother for no reason. It's like, but then they at least show those flashbacks and that.
Yeah,
okay, I understand why you wanted to make this dumb twist.
Just for a dumb joke.
You're my only son.
And then before he even turns into VelociPastor, he has the nunchucks and they fight ninjas in a fight scene that's better than anything out of Lionheart.
Oh God.
No.
That fight seemed like something you see in a backyard.
I think those ninjas all need to stop doing Y-Chain's cocaine because they were all getting beat up by a hooker pre-med lawyer.
Hooker Doctor Lawyer.
But I kind of like the prostitute redemption story. I like that in films, like where the prostitute is like the superhero.
Name another movie where a prostitute becomes a superhero.
Pretty Woman.
That's not superhero.
What?
But she has like a good redemption story.
Becomes rich, right?
Oh, that is a superpower. You're
right.
But Carol does get quote unquote killed in the fight by that really tall ninja
that comes out of the tent. Yeah.
See, you mentioned that and the way that whole scene went down, and then you had the nerve to say all of this is better than Lionheart.
Yeah, Lionheart had like 7 kicks and punches total, and they just replayed them over and over.
Yeah, this one, the dinosaur suit performer Dr. Steer was doing twists and flips in a dinosaur suit so his tail would hit ninjas. They were like, go crazy, kid. That's our one suit. Don't tear it.
Ninjas don't get too close to the suit. That's our only one.
I feel like it would have been more endearing if there were some close-ups of the suit and it had duct tape repairs made to it.
Or if we saw the take where the suit tears.
I was like, yeah, that makes sense for this movie.
After Carol's killed, he does that standoff with them when he's like, all the prayer won't save. And then they just stand there waiting. And then that one ninja checks his watch. That was a forced joke. When he's like, your lives. I'll admit that they tried too hard on that one.
Yeah.
Of all the jokes, that's the one I thought they tried too hard.
That fourth wall joke.
Yeah, so anyway, he gets hit with that poison arrow, which turns him back to a human. And then Wei Chan starts monologuing. And then he asks Doug if he has any last words. And Doug's like, only 6. I think my hand is immune. And then he has the 2 raptor hands.
I actually counted those after he said it.
Me too.
Like, yeah, that's weird.
And then he tears off Wei Chan's doll head.
Oh,
so
no.
The Gandhi quote is a nice touch. Gandhi quote about nonviolence.
Only through the elimination of violence will we finally be able to achieve world peace. And it was Gandhi, probably after he ordered a steak.
Oh, God.
Brian, don't order a steak.
Anyway.
Carol's alive?
Carol's alive?
Carol's alive. She's fine.
I don't know how. And I had to look up who played that surgeon because he looked just like Greg Cohen's brother. I was like, is that the same dude? It's not the same guy.
You know what? And it wasn't until that moment when he came out smoking with that dumb reflector thing on his head that I'm like, wait, this whole movie's supposed to be set in the 70s?
Was it?
I don't know. And I'm like, it makes sense now because Frankie Mermaid.
He was driving that 70s Chevelle or something like that, right?
Yeah.
The only problem is when you see Father Stewart's flashback, he's a young man in a bad wig.
Yeah, that's true.
So she's fine. She's fine.
She's fine.
She's fine.
She's fine. Yellow text. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, she's healed.
I actually like that one a little bit.
And that's when they reveal that he's going to travel the world fighting crime as the VelociPastor. The end.
No, I think it makes it so that they can make a sequel.
Let me tell you, this movie was the Manimal spinoff I've always wanted.
This movie was already made, and it was way better. The movie's called Kung Fury. It was 30 minutes long, and 5 times as better.
I agree 100%. Because I was thinking it felt like Black Dynamite, but you're right. Kung Fury is the far better comparison to this movie.
Wait, hold on. You're saying Kung Fury is better than Black Dynamite?
No, I'm saying Kung Fury is a better comparison to VelociPastor.
Okay.
What we're saying is, like, it's an insult to Black Dynamite to even think to compare this movie or Kung Fury to Black Dynamite.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. 'Cause I was about to say, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
He's about to jump out with nunchucks like Nixon.
So this is Amazon's answer to The Punisher, I think.
No, don't.
Continue by Robinson. My joke was dumb. Continue.
So anyways, like I said, this is not the kind of movie I want to see where people like purposely make bad movies thinking that's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
I went in arms crossed, harumphing, and the VFX burning car thing got me like right out of the gate. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, I thought for sure this would be the movie that broke the podcast, but I have 6 words for you. I think this podcast is immune.
I love it. That's not
bad. See, no, right. But people are comparing this movie to like The Room, and I was like, don't do that.
Don't.
Stop talking about The Room. I don't want The Room to be on this list.
All right, let's rate this movie.
Tony, what do you rate this movie?
I would say it would be like a 1 for sure.
1 star.
Can you put negative?
No, just 1 star or 5 stars. Chad.
Oh, I give it a 1 star. It just gave me this feeling of emptiness that I wasn't wanting.
All right. Well, where I would ordinarily give 5 stars, I just have a VFX insert 5 stars here. So I can only provide the 1 star effect.
That's fitting.
Alan, what do you rate VelociPastor?
No, I obviously give 5 stars.
Oh my god!
What happened? What did I rate this movie?
Alan, you rated it 5 stars.
Oh no, he took out my eye.
What have I done?
I only have 1 star per word. I think this movie gets 5 stars. I don't know. I've lost count. 5 stars. 5 stars.
What is happening? Okay, fuck the next movie.
11 movies on the list.
Movie number 6.
Mass Effect Paragon Lost.
Sounds sick, dude.
Is that based off of like a video game?
Mass Effect, a video game. Yep.
Well, I don't know. Chad, is it?
Yes, it is. An elite unit of dudes kicking alien butt.
Nice.
But it's an anime.
What? What did you call it?
Anime.
Say that word one more time.
Anime.
Vito!
Oh! Bobby has used his last veto for Mass Effect.
Because I said it wrong?
Because the way you say anime, I do not want to watch this movie.
I don't know how to say it right.
I like how Chad says anime.
It's anime. We're not watching this movie.
Oh.
I still have 2 movies on there.
And 3 vetoes.
Next movie, number 9.
Another one of Chad's movies, My Sassy Girl.
What is that?
Is this an Asian movie?
What the
Yes.
fuck is that?
It's an Asian movie.
It's a Korean movie. He got one in.
It's a Korean movie that I liked right after high school, in which I can't remember the plot. I just know that the girl was a jerk. She was a jerk to the guy.
Oh, no. Chad, what have you done?
What?
I will not be vetoing this because we can't have nice things.
I veto this. I don't want to watch 2 bad movies in a row.
Alan,
What? It's not a bad movie.
Oh, shit, Chad. You're going down the
Why is
drain today,
everything-
sir. Going down the drain.
Fuck your movie.
This is getting stressful.
Movie number 3.
Shot Caller, Tony's selection.
Shot caller. It's the dude from like Game of Thrones, but he goes to prison and he it's his chance to survive. So like basically he just like has to like train himself because he's a white collared person.
Chad veto the elevator pitch.
Oh, my God.
No, so he becomes like fucking awesome.
Guys, Chad's pouting. Chad's sad
what?
I vetoed My Sassy Girl.
No, I've seen this movie. I'm fine with it. I actually like this movie.
I just wanted you to veto the elevator pitch.
Yeah, I vetoed the elevator pitch.
That counts as a veto. He vetoes the movie.
I said I vetoed the elevator pitch.
I need to start making these elevator pitches like more dorky.
There's no jokes, bro.
No, it sounds like you guys like just like are nerds.
Tony, I feel like you're meeting us for the first time.
So next week we'll be watching Shot Caller, available on Netflix.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, you just saw VelociPastor.